students, are you all waiting to know what BFG and Sophie are going to do with the wing skiffler? Yes, let us see that in today's session. But let me tell you what are we going to do in today's session. Today we are going to learn what is a fizz-yard and what BFG and Sophie are going to do with wing skiffler. Then why to wait? Let's go to the dream country and let us see what are they going to do with that. Let's get into our class, children.
Students, let us turn to page number 3 and I am going to read a few paragraphs for you first. It's even better. It's a fizz-yard. It's a golden fizz-yard. Sophie stared at him. Oh my, he said, holding the jar in front of him. This will be giving some little toddler a very happy night when I is blowing it in. Students, let me tell you the meaning of a fizz-yard. It is a noun. A fizz-yard is a good dream that leaves you feeling happy when you wake up. According to our author, fizz-yard means a wonderful dream. Even wing skiffler is also a wonderful dream. Students, let us see the explanation part of these paragraphs. BFG caught a wonderful dream. According to our author, a wonderful dream means a fizz-yard or wing skiffler. As I told you, our author used different words in this lesson. So, a wonderful dream means either a fizz-yard or wing skiffler. So, BFG felt so happy after catching this wonderful dream. Meanwhile, Sophie didn't understand anything and she was staring at BFG. Then BFG, by holding that wonderful dream in a glass jar, and he started telling that he wanted to give it to little toddler. Toddler here means children. He said that wonderful dream would give a little toddler a very happy night. So he wanted to blow it into the ears of little children. Students, as I told you, our author used his own language. When you see a few words here, you can see the subject and verb agreement is totally different. But still, I read that sentence and I read the correct sentences also for you. But try to understand, this is the language which is used by our author. So let us see the paragraph. Is it really a good one? Sophie asked. A good one, he cried. It's the golden fizz-yard. It is not often I is getting one of this. He handed the jar to Sophie and said, Please be still as a starfish now. I is thinking there may be a whole swarm of fizz-yards up here today. And do kindly stop breathing. You is terribly noisy down there. Yes, let us see first two lines. Sophie asked a question to BFG. What did she ask? Is it really good one? She wants to know what type of dream was it. Was it a good dream or a bad dream or something, whatever it may be. She wanted to know what type of dream was it. Immediately he said, yes, it's a good one. It's not only telling a good one. He also added one more adjective to the fizz-yard. What is that? It's a golden fizz-yard. Fizz-yard is a noun. What type of fizz-yard? Golden. It's an adjective. So he was saying that it was a golden fizz-yard. And not only that, he also added one more point. It is not often I is getting. Children, actually it should be I am getting. I told you author used his own language. So I is getting one of these. So what happened? He is telling, yes, I am getting one of this. One of this means golden fizz-yard. And he immediately handed the jar to Sophie and also told that please be still. Still means don't move. Be calm wherever you are. As a starfish now. He wants Sophie to be like starfish. That means to be maintain silence like starfish. And see here, I is thinking. Here not is thinking. I am thinking. Who does I refer to? I refers to BFG. BFG is thinking there may be a whole swarm of wizards up here today. So BFG started thinking, because when he started, first of all he caught the one golden dream, that was a wing skiffler, I told you. So once again he started, he wanted to catch one more dream. So he was thinking there that day he could find a group of his viziers. That means a whole swarm of his viziers. So he requested Sophie to be calm, not to make noise. Even he wanted Sophie to stop her breathing so that there would be absolutely pin drop silence over there to catch wonderful dreams. Let's see the response of Sophie. I haven't moved a muscle, Sophie said. Then don't, the BFG answered sharply. Once again he stood up tall in the mist, holding his nut at the ready. Then came the long silence, the waiting, the listening, and at last, with surprising suddenness, came the leap and the swish of the net. So, when BFG asked Sophie to maintain silence, Sophie agreed and stayed calm. After a long silence, the BFG held his net up and caught another dream with the swish of his net. Yes, BFG caught one more dream with the help of his net. Let's see what is there in the next paragraph. Another jar, he cried. Quick, quick, quick. When the second dream was safely in the jar, the top was screwed down. The BFG held it to his ear. So here what happened? First dream was a wonderful, that is a fizz wizard or a wing skiffler. He caught that dream and he dropped it in a empty glass jar and he closed it. He felt so happy because it was a wonderful dream. Now second dream also he caught it. Quickly he asked Sophie to give the jar. Sophie gave the jar. Again he dropped it into the jar and he just screwed the top of the jar. And now once again BFG wanted to hear, so he just kept his ear close to the jar to listen very attentively. Students, so far we have seen BFG caught two dreams. The first dream was dropped in an empty glass jar. That was a wonderful, that means a fizz wizard or a wing skiffler. He felt so happy after catching the dream. Now let us see what type of dream this the second one. The second one also, after catching, he dropped it in one more glass. Let us see the reaction after catching this dream. Oh no, he cried. Oh, mines, my maggots. Oh, swipe my swoggles. What's the matter? Sophie asked. So when after catching the second dream, BFG was totally disappointed by seeing the dream. Sophie didn't understand because he compared that dream as mines. Mines means it's a meat that was cut into very small pieces, especially cut into small pieces by using a small machine. That dream was compared to mines, and at the same time he was telling, what is that? Oh, mines, my maggots. Maggots means once again a soft-bodied legless larva of a fly or other insect. You can see the pictures over here, children. So when he found that dream, he started comparing with these two things. It tells that it was not a wonderful, happy dream. Especially this maggot, we can find them in decaying matter. That means especially on dead bodies. So BFG was not at all happy. Then Sophie asked, what is the reason? What's the matter? Why are you so upset? Students, would you like to know what type of dream was that, the second one? Well, When BFG caught the first one, he felt so happy. But when he caught the second one, he was totally disturbed. Let us see what type of dream was that. "It's a Trogglehumper!" he shouted. His voice was filled with fury and anguish. "Oh, save our souls!" he cried. "Deliver us from weasels! The devil is dancing on my dibbler." So here what happened, the BFG was totally disappointed and distressed for catching another dream. What was that? It was a nightmare. Here Trogglehumper means nightmare. Children, already I gave explanation part. What do you mean by a nightmare? No one likes to get a nightmare, right? We all love to get wonderful dreams but not nightmare. So first time when he caught it was a wonderful dream, but the second time when he caught it was a nightmare. So immediately he started shouting, he started showing his anger towards her. And he also told that this nightmare is something like a weasel. Here weasel means a small carnivorous animal which kills the other animals and eats its flesh. So here, according to him, the Trogglehumper, that is a nightmare, is compared to weasel. So BFG was totally upset with that nightmare. Sophie didn't understand what's happening over there. All of a suddenly, BFG started crying. Now let us see, why did BFG started crying? "Oh, bash my eye bones!" he cried, waving the jar in the air. "I come all this way to get lovely golden dreams. And what is eye catching?" "What are you catching?" Sophie said. So here let us stop here and see. When BFG started shouting, Sophie didn't understand anything. Then she asked, "What happened? Why are you shouting?" So he said, he he wanted to catch only lovely dreams. And he was there with his long net to catch lovely dreams, or else a wonderful dream. But for the second time, he could not catch that wonderful dream. So then immediately Sophie asked, "What did you catch? What are you catching?" Then he told like this, "I is catching a frightsome Trogglehumper," he cried. Trogglehumper means a nightmare. This is a bad, bad dream. It is worse than a bad dream. It is a nightmare. So what happened? Then he revealed the secret, or he revealed the truth. What is that? He told, "Sophie, my dear, this is not a wonderful dream. This is a Trogglehumper, which means a nightmare." And also, he just kept the jar close to his ear and cried out with fury and anger. And he said very loudly that it was a Trogglehumper, which meant a nightmare. Then Sophie immediately said like this, "Oh dear," Sophie said, "what will you do with that?" That means Sophie asked BFG what he was going to do with that. That refers to Trogglehumper. Trogglehumper means a nightmare. We need to wait for the next class to see what this BFG and Sophie are going to do with this Trogglehumper. So let us meet in the next class, children. Thank you for today.